You get the call, you cannot refuse it. This morning I have two gentlemen with me who got the call and they're now seminarians. This morning, let me welcome David Villafana and Maurice White to the sets. How are you guys doing this morning? Welcome.
Doing very well.
Very welcome. Yeah,
Morning.
I mean, I have so many questions. I don't even know sometimes where to start. But let me start with how did you guys make the decision to say, all right, I'm going to join the seminary? Let me start with you, Maurice.
Yeah, so first and foremost, a vocation is a call, as you said. And so I got the call from God, a call placed on my life. It is a very specific call. Well, first of all, he called me to be a teacher. So I was a teacher for almost 10 years.
Right.
And within that call, I got a deeper call to be a priest, to serve his people, to serve him through this way of life. So yeah, I got that call from God it was about 2014.
Okay.
And yeah, and so that's my story.
And you just changed whatever you was doing, you stopped doing
So
and
I
you
was
just
teaching. Yeah. But I mean, it was a path to fulfillment, to deeper fulfillment. And of course, it took a lot of discernment. And it was something that I had to think seriously about, and it took a long time.
Yeah.
And I had to seek wisdom from people, from wise people. I had to go to them and find out, is this a call for me or?
You'll get back to that journey. We had to go and seek wisdom in a little while. But David, let me jump across to you. How did you know when you got the call? Like, what was explain the feeling for me, the moment when you know, all right, yeah, this is what I'm feeling here.
Well, for me, I got it when I was 15, but I ignored it totally. I was like, yeah, there's not my time, I'm still young. So I kind of went into university and I did my degree in film. And I enjoyed that, doing film and photography and doing my own thing on the side. And it just didn't feel whole. And I just decided, you know what, there's something missing. And I just remember it was like a dry period in my life. And I met a priest, Father Richard, and he just looked at me and he said, why are you running? I was like, is this a meme? Like, what's happening? And we continued journeying, talking, questioning, because it came like a big mystery to me, because it's like, maybe I need to go into this a little bit more and find out what God really has in store for me and who is this God. And I started to question, who is God? What is God? I mean, I've been Catholic for all my life, and you never really know. And then I entered, and
any of those questions got answered yet?
Still answering, still going through. Father Esau was our vice rector. He always used to say, a seminarian is a mystery unto himself. And every day is a mystery. Every day is some question being answered. So,
And you've been in there 4 years now?
4 years. Yes.
All right, and the course is usually about 8 to 9 years from what I understand.
Yeah.
Because you're in your 7th year now at the seminary.
So
tell me about the experience so far for you
So my journey
inside.
is a bit different because I was first religious brother.
Okay,
so,
what is that?
So that is, so we have religious and we have also the priesthood. So yes, a religious can be a priest, but a religious brother takes vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience. All right?
Sounds like a priest to me. I don't know. What's the difference?
So a priest belongs, a religious brother belongs to an order.
Okay.
Right? So they're the Dominicans and Franciscans, and they have a specific charism.
Like the monks that we know and see all
so like the Benedictine monks. So where we live, up on Mount St. Benedict, that's a congregation, that's an order founded by St. Benedict hundreds of years ago.
Right.
All right. And
so you started off as a religious brother.
I was a religious brother, a Dominican, and so I had to study in Ireland. So I studied in Ireland. I had to do philosophy and some theology, and that was over there for 5 years. So I came back here, and now I'm a seminarian for this archdiocese. All right, so I don't belong to an order.
You're no longer a religious brother.
So I'm no longer.
No, you're
a
going into priesthood.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Ideally, that's what the seminary. That's all right. I just trying to make sure I understand the whole purpose, right? So when you're in the seminary.
I'm here for 2 years now, actually.
Right. So
you're finishing up my studies.
Okay, so you did the partial studies in Ireland, and then you do 2 years here so far. All right. So when you're in the seminary, are you allowed to come out? I mean, you're obviously out here now talking to me, but regularly, are you guys allowed to leave and come back, or is it like you stay there for the duration of your studies?
Well, we do go out, we do pastoral work. We also, we have to get things because, we're human beings, we have to eat, So, yeah, we do engage with people a lot.
But you could go on Lime and thing, or that's not part of the I ask, I don't mean like drink and thing, obviously,
I
but
mean,
like
define lime.
when it's like, I mean, I don't know, what do priests do for fun?
Well, first and foremost, we're human, so you have to remember that.
Right.
So I've had so many friends before, so I didn't leave my friends behind.
You didn't have to leave.
I didn't have to leave my friends behind.
Okay, even if they're doing slackness and they engage in bad things?
Well, I'm supposed to be salt of the earth. So I influence my friends. And Ruckus, the thing about this, like, of course, I was a limer before.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, there would be many times. There would be many times when we'd go to beach houses and we'd have fun times, and I'd always get up for mass at 6 o'clock. And go to mass, and my friends would see that about me. So
it didn't surprise them when you decided to...
It did not surprise them. But I want to show them that you can be a religious person, a spiritual person, but first and foremost, you're a human person. All right? And so that is it.
Now, back in February 2021, His Grace Archbishop Jason Gordon, he would have introduced a hydroponics and husbandry program. Yeah. Tell me a little bit more about that program and what it's been doing for you guys inside.
Well, for the pandemic, we were basically bored. Let's just put it that way. We had nothing to do. We didn't know what was going to take place with our lives. And this was a project that stemmed even before 2020. It was an idea by His Grace to do agriculture and to do the husbandry program. So it started off with the hydroponics being the main idea of what the project was supposed to be like. And then it kind of expanded, but we need food, so we decided to grow things on the ground as well too. So now we have like chickens and rabbits, and we do lettuce and tomatoes and...
when you say have rabbits, like, you just eat rabbits and things?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we do. I mean, I was gently gonna put it in, but he did that. He did that.
And it was an experience.
And
it was an experience actually seeing how you slaughter them at first. So we do everything.
So whatever happened to the whole "thou shalt not kill" and stuff like that?
No, there's the animals.
Oh, so it's okay for animals. I understand. David.
For sustenance.
For sustenance. Understood. David, you have a degree in film.
Yes, I do.
Do you have any intention of using that degree while involved in the priesthood?
I still use it because we do courses as well in terms of media. So, for example, when I came in, there was a course called Media and Religious Imagination. And, it enters deeply into how do you see a film from a Catholic perspective, and also any perspective that involves religion. And also the guys are doing preaching and media, how to use the media in terms of their preaching and stuff like that as well too. And I'm always on call for media in the house, so I'm like the tech guy. So so
I guess we always need one of those, right?
He solves all our problems.
He solves all the tech problems that we have.
I mean, once they see film, they say, what? Yeah, he know IT too. Yeah, he know computer too. Yeah, he know that. So
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
And for you, Maurice, I know that you did music. You're a musician. So is that still a part of your journey and your process?
Very much so. I mean, of course, it's liturgical music that I'm involved in.
Are you like interested in taking the regular pop songs and thing and turning them into religious songs? Is that a thing?
Yeah. So like I would want to compose, and that kind of thing, and bringing forth messages that are positive. Bringing forth music that is positive.
I mean, you're a fairly young man, right? Yeah. Is it that change is welcomed in the, I don't want to say the order because it's not the order anymore, it's the seminary. Yeah. Is it that they welcome, if you want to compose music that they may have never heard before, but it's still celebratory of the Lord?
Oh yes, they're very open-minded like that, and would welcome, and creativity is a big thing for us.
Okay.
It's a big thing for all Christians. I mean, again, it's part of our humanity. God has blessed us and created us to be creative people. We are co-creators with Him. And so, that's celebrated in a big way. And we just came out of Carnival. We celebrated that creativity.
We celebrated that creativity. Along with quite a couple other things, but you focus on the creativity. Gentlemen, I want to say congratulations on your journey so far. I want to wish you all the best going forward with it as well. Thanks for stopping by this morning to share a little bit with us.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. All right. Maurice White and David Villafana, Seminarians, are at Mount St. Benedict. Yeah. And we thank them so much for joining us. We take a quick break and we come back with some live music right here in the Now Morning Show. Stick around. We serve a mighty God, mighty, 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 mighty.